What is up, guys? Blockchain Brew in the house. We have Trendinator in here with his cricket sideways hat action, and he decided to fade out the pink and swap in the blue. He's decided to make it a man's room. That's the boys' room. Boys are back in town. Boys are back in town. But guys, welcome in for another episode of Blockchain Brew Show.
Serpent juice, you know it.
Oh yeah. You should hit up the comments, Trent. Welcome, guys, back to the episode of Blockchain Brew Show. We are your hosts. There's a cat in the background. It's a cat. I'm a kitty cat. I'm meow, 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 meow. I'm a kitty cat. Please smash that golden like button. Yes, smash it up, not down, but up, because that's what we need to grow the channel. Thank you guys for doing everything that you've done. We had a nice little push up there in subscribers yesterday. We appreciate every single one of you. We are up to 281. We got the subscribe bell. You just give it a couple ding dots like that. The little ding dots. That's how you move up in the world. You need ding dots in your life. You'll find the ding dot icon in one of these corners over here. I'm not quite sure which one, but you'll find it. I believe in you. The ding dot always wins in the end. Oh, also, whoever's over there on Rumble, you guys have shot us up. Thank you so much. And I apologize for the kick. We haven't been on live for 3 days. I didn't even notice it for like the first day and a half. And then I had to like submit some paperwork to kick. And then they were like, okay, you're a human. You're good. They wanted me to find like 3 puzzle pieces for the bicycle. And it was like the bike tire was just like this much, like this much on the edge of one. And the whole block, you know, I was like, is that a piece or is not a piece? And I kept clicking. It's not a piece, but it turns out it wanted that 1/100th of a crumb of the bike tire in the corner. It was actually a gray tire with gray asphalt, and it was really hard to tell it wasn't even in the picture. I'm sorry, Kick. I tried, man. I failed the test like 3 days in a row. You know, tests were never my strong thing. But hey, guys, we're going to come in. We're going to talk about charts. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. I'm actually just realized that there's a new layout to StreamYard, and I'm trying to understand how to use it currently. Trent, have you seen the new layout?
Yeah. It's all same stuff. Like the present button is right there. The only difference is you have your mic and camera right next to you, and then invite button to the right of the, it's the same thing.
Well, I like the old thing. Welcome in, Drammer. Welcome in, Chase. Welcome in, John316. How was your truck driving today? Frick, man, it was so freaking hot today, and we were so heavy. My normal day, I drop about 9 tons of garbage, and I dropped just shy of 15. And anything over 10.5 tons is I'm overweight, and technically you get a ticket for. So that just tells you how heavy I was. I was heavy today, boys. Heavy. Heavy. All right, let's go take a look at bubbles. Head on over to the crypto bubbles. We want the green, not the red today. Hey.
I need to see if you guys like my shirt.
I can't see it. What is it? Is that Justin Bieber?
No, it's Caitlin Clark.
I don't even know who that is.
WNBA. She be dropping 3-pointers from the logo.
Wait, did you call it a she?
Yeah, WNBA.
No, that's not a woman. You serious?
Yeah.
No. That's a man.
No, it's not.
Wait, which one is it?
On the left.
My left or your left? Point.
My left. Your right.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know who she was. I was completely wrong. I was completely wrong. Crow is pumping. Is it pumping, John? Or are you just saying that to get my hopes up? It is kind of pumping, isn't it, John? It's at 10 cents, 10.1. 10.1 cents. Hey, I really like that, John. That's nice. Anything above 10 cents, because 10 is such a psychological level. It's super hard for us to fall below, and it's super hard for us to break it back above. Now that we're above, what do you think? We think we'll go ahead and do like 13 cents level? I think 13. Where'd the bubbles go? I think we'll be 13 cents, and then what? 20? You think it's 20 in the next level, John? Come on, add the stage. Dang it! There it goes. Here we are. Crows pumping. Dude,
I unpacked I didn't crack my serpent juice yet. So real quick before we get into it, I've got Geometry of Chance right here, and it's a hazy double IPA from Monkish Brewing Company out of Torrance and Anaheim, California. And got Geometry of Chance because there's a chance Bitcoin cracks 120K this weekend. A little ASMR pop. And
there's something going on with the new update. It doesn't like sharing screens.
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't. I just tried twice.
Just share it.
I did share it. It says stop sharing.
Look.
Yeah, I know, Trent. But if I was on the screen and then I kept switching, share this tab instead, and it wasn't switching.
There you go.
It did it like 2 times. Guys, I don't like updating stuff. I wish I could, like, if it was up to me, I would never get a new phone. I would never get a new pair of shoes, and I would change my underwear only once a week. It's just stupid that I request this one every day.
I do wear the same pair of shoes for a while, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I used to have this challenge to see how long I could get one usage out of one pair of shoes. And I had like 5 years and a pair of old sneakers, and we went to the beach. And I put my hat and my shoes like the same spot, and we went into the water, and we came back. We're like, where the heck is our stuff? To this day, I've never found my shoes. I think somebody stole them, and we found my wife's slippers, and they were like 2 miles apart from each other. And I was like, dude, somebody totally stole my shoes. I don't know why, but the only thing that bummed me out about it is that 1, I was shoeless till I went to Walmart, which is weird going to Walmart without shoes on. 2, I didn't like. Somebody messed with my record. That was really upsetting to me. 5 years of my life were in those shoes. Now it's like, I have to add another 5 years to get that record going again. Just come on, man. That's just ridiculous.
So let's go back to bubbles because we gotta find a new trade. Guys, update. I didn't have time to post it on X. Okay. But
it's hard to find a trade. Oh, the weekly.
Well, yeah, let's go to the daily though. The weekly's good. The weekly's good.
Maybe Jetto. I don't even know what Jetto is.
Looking at that.
Flare.
No. I thought about Flare earlier, I'm not gonna lie. Flare, I also thought about Aptos. And ICP.
Leo token.
Aptos is right next to ADA. Because look, how is Sui and Say gonna pump so hard? Where's Sui at? I don't see it. Oh, 19%. Okay. Sui's up 19%.
Oh, Aerodrome's pretty hot for the month.
Yeah, Aerodrome's pretty hot.
See, what you really need to do is you go into the month, Trent, and check out like everything in the month. And then you take like the top 5 red bubbles in the month. And then you check out those 5 and you scale them into the weekly. So like Picoin, you like it or hate it, there's a chance Picoin can move.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, then you go back to the monthly. You go, okay, well, Virtuals is down 14%, only up for 11% for the week. You might as well get one on Toncoin. There's your Flare. Virtuals, ICP. What's this? Volta. Oh, EOS. Man, I hate rebrands. I hate them. How about Render?
Yeah.
Zcash, maybe. Actually, Zcash actually looks pretty okay. Possibly.
So, guys, over on our Twitter, I'm trying my best to update my trades every day for you guys. Right? I gave a really good signal on Twitter yesterday. It was an entry on SEI right before it ripped, and I posted the picture of my chart on there, and I gave the exact reasons I was looking to enter. I closed a 50% trade, and I closed a 70% trade, right? One on BidFi, one over on Blowfin. Both links are in the description. BidFi does give you a better deposit bonus. I'm not gonna lie, but if you like Blowfin better and you want to support us, we have the link. But there you go.
Because what's cracking lacking, man?
I'm very bullish right now, John.
I'm just happy Bicarv's here because I like looking at his sushi drumsticks. That's what we decided, right?
Yes.
So Trent, what would you trade then on the daily?
Well, so I was looking at Flare. I was looking at ICP. I was looking at the graph, kind of. But graph on the weekly, though. Go back to the weekly for me. Oh, Fartcoin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see it. So on the weekly, we've got Flare, we've got ICP only up 13%. We've got, and I say only, but guys, look at ADA up 27%. Look at XLM up 63%. Look at Algorand up 30%.
What about
right? So
what chart? You talking about bubbles, Bicarv? That's just crypto bubbles. I mean, you can get it on your phone, you can get it on the computer, you can get it on a tattoo. I don't recommend a tattoo though; they don't update as fast.
So ICP only up 13%. Yeah, I say only, but look at a lot of other things. Hell, look at DOT up 18%. That means anything that's doing worse than DOT this week, I think it's a good bet to go in on. So I'm looking at Flare, I'm looking at ICP, and I'm looking at Aptos. I don't know if I don't have a good grasp of what it is.
It's a top tier exchange in like the part of the country.
Yeah. Okay, but if I don't have a good grasp of what it is, I'm not going to be too quick to trade it.
What about BitGet? That's not bad.
Yeah. So let's jot those down and we'll go over them during the chart section. Flare, Aptos, and ICP, and whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we're doing this for our own trading purposes.
Altcoin.
You just got to come along.
Altcoin's gonna look better than any of Trent's coins.
No, okay, but I'm talking about stuff that we're actually going to trade on.
We could actually trade Altcoin.
Is it listed?
Yeah, I've put a couple of different trades in.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Why do you think they're like a 4 billion market cap? They're pretty much listed everywhere. Trent, is the serpent juice kicking in?
Serpent juice, baby.
What do you think about Bitcoin, though? Should we go over Bitcoin on the 5-minute?
Yeah, go ahead, run it.
Okay, first off, guys, we went to bed last night at 116, and we're at 117 right now. So, win or loss, that's a win. That's a win, right, Trent?
Heck yeah.
1 hour, we have a tight green dot on Bitcoin right there. It's not confirmed yet. We have 11 more minutes to confirm it. If we can confirm it, then we might get a good round up. Yes. The 4 hour, I'm a little bit more cautious on, and my reasoning behind it is we have this doji candle that can confirm in 1 hour and 11 minutes. And the blue momentum wave is coming down with the red dot.
What's up, Nesquik? Thanks for hopping in, and thanks for the thumbnail.
Miss Quinn! We have the doji candle. Momentum's coming down, but we are above 60, so we could still 83.77, so we could still have a fake out. Green money flow's coming in. VWAP is below the zero line, so we want this VWAP to kind of come up on the 4 hour, and that would show us like the exposure that we could have more momentum going. Now, here's something that's interesting: is on the 12 hour, we did close positive, but it wasn't like huge. Like the previous candle is totally engulfing, totally like golfing. Now it's a shrinker, and we have a little bit of a shrinker winker, and these little shrinker winkers that we got, sometimes they don't have actually grow up. They kind of do that little sideways action. You know what I mean? Like, where's my paint pen? Kind of like this. They kind of do this type of action. That's kind of how some of shrinkers winkers will do, and we gotta be careful about that. And we almost rolled over. We're extremely high right now. We're at almost 100. We're at 97, 96 out of 120, and we are almost forming a red dot, and the Stokes are really high. So first off, we got Stokes high. They came up high right about here. The VWAP is slightly curving below the zero line. Money flow is still good, so I don't think this is going to be the end of the run. I just think that we just have to keep an eye on it. Dremmer, I don't like that your name's upside down and backwards. It confuses me. It looks like I'm looking at a Remmer. The daily is kind of roundish-ish top. 2-day looks bullish. 3-day looks like it could be bullish still. Weekly is still kind of started. So how I kind of view this trend, and maybe I'm wrong, is I would guess with the 12-hour and the daily, we might get some sideways action over the course of the weekend, which makes a lot more sense. It's the weekend. Like, why not go sideways? Looking at BTC on the daily, what we have considered is that the wave went in a direction, and typically when it went up. On the daily, well, maybe back here, like right here, it shouldn't have went up, but we broke out. Is that what you're talking about on the daily? I don't know. I don't know where you're seeing me carve. Green dot right after the red dot. Green dot, red dot, green dot. Maybe. I saw something more like that. Was it on the weekly trend we had? The fake out, the red dot, green dot? That was mean. That was mean, man. Oh, you're not even here, Trent. On the weekly, the green dot, red dot was mean. The 8 days is only one of the things that gave me a little bit more excitement because I saw that we were separating from it. I was like, I don't know if that's going to play out. You kind of have to coincide. We did get a red dot on the 8-hour. We have it on the 6 hours playing down. We have it on the 5 hours playing down, 4 hours playing down. So you can kind of slowly see the momentum wave shrinking. But it's funny because what's really nice thing is the blue momentum wave is shrinking, but we're trading sideways, okay? Which is a really good sign. Let's see. And now on the 1 hour, we traded sideways so much on the 1 hour, it's saying, hey, we have a green dot in the 1 hour. Maybe we can do a little bit of pump or action. A pumper action. Right, Trent?
Yeah.
On Ethereum, we haven't even gotten to the freaking Bitcoin dominance. Ethereum, we have an anchor trigger wave, Trent, on the 1 hour, which is a really good sign for ETH. Did we break it? ETH break it? Yeah, we did break it at 3,000. Nice. Momentum wave kind of came down, doing a little bit of resetting, which is fine. We'll probably pump up in the next hour. Red dot, though, on the 12-hour. I don't know, Trent.
Any predictions on what ADA's top will be this cycle? I'm not too familiar with it. Last night, I was, the long and the short of it.
We went over that. Good.
I would say, we went over that. I was saying anywhere from $6.87. Well, here's what I said. Look, there's a lot of ways you can do this, but just one way is saying last cycle from bottom to top had a 4,800% gain. So let's say it only does 1,000% gain from this level or from last night's level. It would put it at a.
You should throw it. You should throw ADA up, Trent, more fast. I'm gonna get some coffee real quick.
Okay.
You should throw it up. I like to go on a bullish prediction. Trent's more bearish on ADA, and I'm going to say $10 range.
I'm not bearish on ADA. It is my favorite coin. However, I just don't know that everything is gonna.
What's the odds of midnight stealing liquidity that should have gone into ADA?
You know what? Like, there's a chance, but I think there's enough of it to go around. Like, I think that it will, but it will also boost ADA's value proposition at the same time. So.
You know something, Trent? I learned this week that I never really I should have realized it, but I never really did. Did you know every 3 months, every quarter, Binance does a burn of percentage of tokens? Like they burned $1 billion of Binance tokens this last quarter. Like I think it was like last week. You know what? You know what I didn't realize though, which I should have realized, is they're burning their coins from a treasury wallet, not actual open market, so it doesn't move the price.
Yeah,
I thought that was really interesting. I didn't realize it was from a treasury wallet.
Right. Yeah, you know, like 4,800% gains last cycle for ADA. If we do that from, you know, this level down here at 62, or if we choose, you know, where we were at last night, you know, this level right here seems like the place to do it. If you take it from that, you're looking at about $6.20. If you say that it does 2,000% gain, then you're looking at $12. I mean, somewhere within that range. I don't see it doing any more than that. But the way that you really need to what you really need to do is go over here to ADA.D. You can find the market dominance of any coin by doing that. Come out here to the monthly, and you're going to ask yourself, you know, September 2021, you know, ADA captured 4% of market dominance. So, you know, let's say that the whole crypto market cap doubles from here, or, you know, does a 2.15x or whatever, and goes to $6 trillion or $6.5 trillion. You know, this is why you're never going to know until you know. And it's why I was saying last night, guys, we don't know what's going to happen. We do not know what's going to happen, right? We don't. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. And anyone out there telling you that they do, they don't. So if you come to this channel, you get honesty and transparency, right? All we can do is tell you to the best of our knowledge of the charts what's going to happen next. But the top, we don't know that. Maybe when we get closer to the top, our predictions can get more accurate because we have more data to work with. But yeah, ADA.D, you know, 4%. So I'm just going to type in Google, you know, what is 4% of $7 trillion?
Oh.
$280 billion would be 4% of 7 trillion. And, you know, that's almost a 3x, of what ADA did last cycle. Not quite though. Let's see, sit like 90 something. Yeah, it's almost 3x. It would bring it around $8 and change, is what a $280 billion market cap would do.
So what you're saying is my $9-10 prediction is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, there's a world in which it's more accurate than mine. Yeah, but
all right, I'm gonna call $8.29 top, and if I'm right, Trent owns me a Bitcoin.
But I'm assuming that ADA goes back to 4% market dominance. Here's the problem with that. Bitcoin, I need you guys to hear me on this. Bitcoin doesn't even go back to its previous dominance from the last cycle, right? We had a dominance high of 90% in 2017. We had, a dominance high of 70 something percent in 2021. Right? Bitcoin doesn't even go back to the previous dominant high of the last cycle. So, to say that ADA is going to go,
gamble.
to say that ADA is going to go back to exactly 4%, we have to assume that it's not going to get 4% again. Right? So let's say, now let me ask Google, what is...
You should ask Grok.
Well, yeah, it's faster this way. What is 3% of 7 trillion?
That's $654 billion.
210 billion. Okay, so now you're looking at...
Remember, I just got back from gambling.
Now you're looking at a little over a 2x.
Do you play poker, Drummer, or did you hit the slots? I don't blame you hit the slots. That's what my wife does.
Now you're looking at a little over a 2x of the previous all-time high.
10 ETH against that.
With,
don't even have 10 ETH to carve.
With 3%, you'd be looking at a little under $7. A little under $7 with 3% market dominance. I think that okay, if I gun to my head, the way I'm feeling right now, I'm gonna say
I think it's not the same amount equivalent to carve as a Bitcoin.
$6 and change. So, yeah, where are we going next?
Carve's trying to shortchange me on a bet. I bet you a Bitcoin, and Carve's like, I'll do 10 ETH on that bet. I'm like, 10 ETH is not the equivalent of 1 Bitcoin.
What if market dominance goes up? I don't. Look, I love ADA more than not more than anything, but I love Cardano, okay? Right? I love it.
Like it because it is against all the banks. Exactly. It's the only one that can do it.
Exactly.
And if we ever go into revelations and the whole world's crashing down and quantum computing is a thing, the only thing that can withstand it is Cardano.
Those are all the reasons I love it. Exactly.
How many dots are in the emblem?
I do not know.
We should figure this out. I feel like this is good knowledge.
But here's the thing. Like, I love Cardano, but asking it to beat its market dominance from the previous cycle is a lot. Bitcoin doesn't do that, and I don't know. Like, it's just a lot to ask, especially when the last cycle had 20,000 coins, and now there's over 1 million coins floating around out there, sucking up, no pun intended, sucking up a lot of the dominance or a lot of the liquidity. So if it matched its 4%, that would be really bullish. Now here's the other scenario. I'm factoring this off of a $7 trillion total market cap for crypto, and the only way that the figures that I'm giving you right now are wrong for ADA and it's actually higher is if the whole market cap actually goes to like 10 trillion. Yeah, then 3%, then we could start talking about those $9, $10, $11 numbers. So it just depends. We got to get closer. The truth is, we don't know what's going to happen, and we're not ashamed to tell you guys that. Like, we're here for community. Like, we're here to educate you. Don't get me wrong. We believe that we have that our time is valuable enough for people to take an hour out of their evening to listen to. We do believe that we have educational value. Don't get me wrong. But we're on a journey with you guys in community. And the truth is, We don't know. The truth is,
Okay.
there's going to be people that come into this
It
chat.
says, why do you like ADA, Trent? Give us a 10-second summary of why do you like ADA.
Okay. Yeah. The truth is, there's going to be people that come into this chat that know more than us. Not most people, I don't think, because we're going to have a grip of newcomers in this chat one day. But we're going to have people in this chat that know more than us. That's fine. We're also providing an entertainment value and a,
Later, Picard.
So, William, why do I like ADA? I like ADA because it's truly decentralized, right? There's no single point of failure. And, Charles Hoskinson burned his founder keys, right? Like, he cannot go and make the final decision on the chain. Everything is up to the community. I like it because it's decentralized. And why do I like decentralized? Well,
Trent, that's not a second answer.
I am a Christian. I do believe that that we're going to see a scenario at the end of the age in which the governments of the world are controlling the supply and movement of money, and because ADA is decentralized, that means that it's the optimal chain.
Oh, you're being challenged, Trent.
In underground. If you like Dex Crypto, you buy Caspa, not ADA. No. No. So, anyways, 10 seconds. I like it because it's truly decentralized. It's in the hands of the community. It's built to survive. That's what I mean when I talk about decentralization.
Trent, can you explain to me what the clock is?
The clock?
Yeah, apparently I just looked up what the clock, the dots are, and apparently there's 30 dots in Cardano, the Cardano's logo. And it also says logo's action an epic clock, epoch. 5 days equals 120 hours. Each dot represents 5 hours. This allows you to know that each epoch is ending when rewards are available for the SPOs, when your leader logos can be calculated.
Yeah, so the epochs are your staking rewards. Every
epoch ending, rewards available, and leaders logs available.
Every 5 days, I make about 10 ADA from staking. When the epoch ends, which is a 5-day period, at the end of every 5-day period, everyone that's delegating their ADA to stake pools, you get a payout.
So William says ADA has an infinite supply, or is he saying?
Yeah, no, it has a fixed supply, a finite supply. There will never be more than 40 billion. And so because of that, it's hard money like Bitcoin. But
okay, so here's something that you might not know about Caspa. Okay, when it first came out, you can't even find the data available right now. But the first couple blocks, they somehow hit. You can't find them anymore. They're just gone. I can't remember the technical terms for it, but they're gone. So that's something that's kind of really interesting about Caspa.
Also, something that's weird,
it's super weird.
Yeah, Caspa. I just don't have any use or framework in my mind for proof of work coins that aren't Bitcoin
or Ethereum.
Yeah, but look, Ethereum tried proof of work and Ethereum couldn't do it. Ethereum could not scale Web3. Ethereum could not scale the next iteration of the internet with proof of work. Why do we think Caspa is going to do it? And that's my beef with Caspa at the end of the day, is it's not going to be the next iteration of the internet. And if you're not Bitcoin, your value prop, if you're not Bitcoin or XRP, okay, because XRP is liquidity movement across the world, right? That's different. That's its own niche. But if you're not Bitcoin or XRP, or a micro niche, gaming specific, NFT specific, something like that. If you're not in any of those, your only value proposition is to make your contribution to the next iteration of the internet and Web3. And so, look, you're only doing that with smart contract platforms, and Caspa ain't it. Cardano is it. That's why I like Cardano. Now, Cardano is not it alone, right? That's why Midnight, interoperability. Midnight is being dropped to Avalanche holders and Ethereum holders, and the future is interoperable. But if you want...
Yeah, but why does Caspa not get... How come Caspa can't get listed anywhere? Isn't that kind of weird? Like, why is it not on like, all the exchanges? It's kind of a pain in the butt to buy.
That's true.
Why is that? Why is it being blacklisted?
I don't know.
Yeah, what do they know that I don't know? Like, they list all the shit coins. Why don't they list Caspa?
Beats me. That's over my pay grade.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying Caspa is a bad project. I'm just pointing out things that make me... I'd rather put my money elsewhere over Caspa.
Me too.
I'm not saying it's bad. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad project. I think we need proof of work coins.
Cardano's contribution to the next iteration of the internet is decentralization, security, and interoperability. That's my elevator pitch. Okay, why Cardano? Cardano's contribution to the next iteration of the internet is
I know
security, interoperability, and decentralization. It's never had downtime. It's had a DDoS attack and did not go under. Like, it is it. There you go.
The reason why so many people hate on ADA is the same reason why I always hate on it in front of Trent. It's because it just gets him going, man. It's like throwing gasoline on a wet fire. I'm like, look at it sizzle.
That's probably our biggest fault in the community. Really, I mean, Crow was talking. I heard Crow talking about it. That's probably our biggest problem as Cardano community members. Like, you can just get us going, and we just like, we're
amped up.
You're too reactive. Yeah.
I mean, like even Charles does the same thing. He gets amped up. Am I right or am I wrong, Trent?
No, you're right. You're right.
Trent.
All
right, never mind. Wait. Trent. Where is this at? You see what I see, Trent, on Pepe? Maybe this is a stretch. Okay. This could be a stretch. Maybe you could tell me it is, or if it isn't. Is that bearish divergence?
No.
Why
no,
not?
Because
the Stokes are high. We swing up to swing down.
Yeah. But look, I don't like to. You can't. Here, I'll tell you the way you should be drawing that. Connect the highs.
The wicks?
Yeah. No. Connect the highs.
It didn't go to the wicks on Market
look,
Cipher.
Connect the series of highs, not the wicks, but just you have a high, and then you have a lower high, and then you have a lower high. Connect those.
Like that?
No. Get it off of this. Forget about this peak right here.
I don't know, Trent. That could be bearish.
No,
it would be better if it was like from this peak.
Here, I'll show you why it's not. I'll show you how I'll draw this. Let's see, Pepe, Tether. What time frame are you on?
Charles called critics out, and rightfully so. Happy Friday. Let's freaking go. Calvin, you sound like a good guy, man. I bet you stand up for a lot of people outside of crypto and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Happy Friday to you, Calvin.
What time frame are you on?
This is the 12-hour.
Oh. Sorry, my dog threw up. I'm gonna pick that up real quick, but let me.
I win, you lose.
Okay, well, real quick. I want to, because this is an important.
Your dog throws up a lot.
I know.
Tell him to stop eating his own poop.
Okay, 12-hour. So look, here's my reason.
What cardano do now, like tech? What news on?
What the heck? I need to be able to. Okay, here's my reason. Take this high. What you have is the break of a downtrend. This is what I meant when I said connect the highs. A high, a lower high, a lower high.
You like to stream us, William? Is that what it says?
A lower high, and then we have
I like
a break.
To stream you guys. Happy Friday. Thanks for putting this together. Hey, you're welcome, William. If you ever want to come on and hang out with us, we'll send you a link and you can just jump on. Even if you don't want to have your face on the screen for everybody to see, you can jump in. Hey, you know what, Calvin? We had a barbecue at work. I made a joke because I've never seen such hamburgers so flat in my life. And they're like, you guys want to double up? And I was like, yeah, double up just turns into a quarter pounder. These are right on a single. They're like 1/6 quarter pounder. I was like, I've never seen so flat, cheap stuff ever. And then my work, they decided to buy off-brand soda. I just, Shasta. I just crack it up. I was like, man, you guys have so much money in the world, and yet you buy 1/6 quarter pounders and off-brand soda and have a happy barbecue on the week after 4th of July, which is, you guys know how we have holidays off and garbage. It's like double garbage on Fridays. It's brutal. Oh, no, you're good, William. No worries. I wish I could still get high, but I can't because I have a CDL at work. That's why I'm in crypto, so I don't have to have a job anymore. Today might be the last day with another pump. But let's freaking go. What were we going to check out, man? You guys any V-Chain holders out there? I'm a vet holder, man. V-Chain, let's freaking go. You know what, another interesting one is dog with hat. You know, I want to look at, I take it back. I don't want to look at V-Chain. I want to look at Crow, because Crow's pumping, and I'm also a Crow holder, and I love Crow. And you guys haven't given me anything to look at, so besides Cardano, and Trent loves Cardano. That's his thing to look at. Where are you at, Crow? Here we are. Crow has been pumping. Yes, Crow. You talking about Crow, Calvin? Are you talking about Crow? Cardano Crow coin. Please inform me. I was over this yesterday, and I never did feel like I got an answer. Oh man, it's hot, dude. 90 out of 87. We're freaking pumping. I love it. The 4 hour. Still looking like it's defying gravity. Had some more. Wow, that's crazy. It shot up and did like this little fake out, and it's just running. Man, it's freaking running. It's nice to see that because it's no bearish divergence. It's still open doors. Yeah, job just over broke, man. I feel it, William. I think you said, yeah, job sucks, and we're just broke. It was just like half the story. I'm dollar broke, crypto rich. Okay, can't blame me, man. I you know what's so funny is I've been working at the same job for like the last bull run. And I told everybody to buy Bitcoin at 16,000 and XRP at 30 cents, and they're like, "Man, you were right. You were freaking right. You called. I still can't believe you called." I was like, "I know, man." I was like, "It's just a cycle thing." I'm not taking credit, and that's what everybody else said. Man, look at that. It was supposed to break down right there, but it didn't. It started breaking up, man. That's awesome to see on Crow too. And we're breaking through the psychological level right here. And if we continue going with our strength, which it looks like we are, I would say we probably will pump up to 13 cents, which would be huge. I would love 13 cents. That would be awesome. I also like it if it was even lower, so I could have bought more, but I was too dang dollar broke, man. Since buying all my crypto, I had 3 kids and freaking a mortgage. You know, it's hard sometimes to add into my bag. But that's why we started streaming, man. I was like, dude, I have a lot of knowledge, man. I just do this stuff all day at work. Freaking momentum wave still good on Crow on the daily. The 2-day is still pumping. I'm feeling pretty good about Crow, guys. Yeah, we'll break out of this area. We'll jump back up into 13 to 15 cent range. That would be huge. I would love to see that. 5-day, we have anchor trigger wave. Weekly, we now have our green dot on the weekly, which is awesome. Monthly, we haven't fully rolled over yet on the monthly, but what we do have is a doji candle, trend reversal. Okay, so which means a reversal of what we were previously doing. Well, guys, if we did this, we broke down, we did this, we broke down. Well, now we can break down and we can shoot up. I mean, like, we can really shoot up. Like, I'm talking about 35 cent range before we decide if we go parabolic or if we have another leg up in the market, you know, like come down and then we shoot up again like Christmas time. So it's looking pretty good, man. I really want Crow to hit $2 this bull run. I'll take $1.30. Just took a peek. What's up with XLM? Wow, I was looking at that too, Calvin. I was like, well, XRP did pretty good today too. And I looked at it, I was like, 10% versus XLM 30%. Like, that's freaking wild, which is so weird to me because I feel like XRP is a superior product to XLM. But because XLM is such a smaller market cap, it just outperforms XRP. You got me, man. Jobs mean we just over broke. I'm up 150% on all my crypto money for the last 3 years. I can't wait to retire, dude. I feel it, dude. I feel it. You think we're gonna have another bull run, Williams? William, are you subbed, man? I don't think I've ever seen. I might have seen you before, but if you haven't subbed, man, I would really appreciate if you sub to us because just trying to grow, dude. The YouTube thing is a hard grind, is what Trent always says. Bitcoin for life, my friends, dude. 100%. I have a DCA strategy, dude. I'm so ready for this next cycle. Yay! Look at me, man. If I don't retire this bull run, but I can get enough accumulated to get ETFs, not ETFs, but dividend yielding cryptos or stocks. I'm making a couple, $2,000 to $5,000 a month on top of what I'm doing for work, dude. That would just be great. That's because it kind of gives you a little bit of like a fuck you money to your boss, where like you can fire me and I can just go get another job tomorrow and I'll be A-okay. So that's kind of like, dude, I would hope for that, man. That would be nice. Or like take my family on a nice vacation, or Bill fix the car and not have to worry about, having to, where am I going to get the money for a repair, So that's just kind of nice. Because, I don't think I'll ever quit working. Even if I quit my job, I want to do this full time. And I don't know if any of you guys knew this or not, which we talk about it several times. And you guys probably all heard of that. We used to work for a Bitboy Crypto. And one of the things that I learned watching him run his company is watching how the company was mishandled. And I think me and Trent learned a lot from sitting on the outside looking in, where we want to be community ran rather than company ran. And so it's a thing, man. It'd be great. Thank you so much, William, for subbing to us. You are my best friend, and if we ever meet, and I'm not working as a driver anymore, we can smoke a bowl together. It'll be on me too. We'll go find someplace.
I always say if you sub to the channel, you touch Tyler right in his heart.
T-squared.
Are
you high?
Hey, sorry for.
No, it's okay. You take up your time, man.
Yeah, I have Dalmatians, right? And Dalmatians are really fast. What happens is he runs around outside so much and then comes in and drinks too much water at once, and then
and then throws up. Heat stroke. We got Banana Republic 2039 because Caspa has better tech. Well, if it's better tech, please fill me in how it's better, Banana. Even where I can go to look to compare it to something else. Like, what's the definition of better tech? If it's better, then why is everybody not listening? Why did they hide the original blocks that they created?
If it was better tech, it would make a serious contribution to the next iteration of the internet and finance. And I don't see it doing that.
I'm going to jump over here too, Trent, real fast. Are you on the screen? We're going to take a look at the liquidations real fast.
He
So
says
over here,
work is important. Yeah, if you read the book of Ecclesiastes in the Bible, like it has a really high view of work and enjoying the fruit of your labor. So there's something.
well, so we got shorts. It's so funny that we're in like a constant state of going up because everybody keeps thinking that we're at the top, and so there's these massive shorts keep going in, and they keep getting slaughtered, man. Like I almost feel bad. So we had these longs over here that got whacked. We have this little tiny one right here at like 112, but it's crazy to see that we have more shorts that can get whacked at 119 and 118. Oh, actually, I'm sure it's 119 to top of 119, which could literally push us up to 120 if we decide to pump some more. You know, that's crazy to me. Whoa, did I just zoom this out? Oh, interesting. What's the difference? Am I just changing the time frame? 2-day. Oh, not 2-day, model 2. Look at that, guys. Everybody keeps trying to freaking short Bitcoin, and they keep chasing the liquidity pool and keep smacking them. That's just man. You guys gotta be careful. Don't be shorting the Bitcoin. It goes up sooner than later. We have like a lot of longs way down here at 110. Chen, do we have a CME gap anywhere?
No. Let me see. You keep talking and I'll look on my end.
Keep looking. But man, those shorts don't like to learn. At the rate the shorts are coming in, it looks like they're going to start calling them skirts. Shorts, skirts. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I heard Steak and Shake start accepting BTC. Anyone here it's been a success or not? I heard they have been taking BTC also. And I would feel like anywhere that accepts BTC in the middle of a bull run will succeed. Now, if they will continue in the bottom of bear market, that's where it would surprise me. But it would not surprise me if they stop taking it. Crypto week approaches. Also, that's another thing that we got coming for us too. Is crypto week approaches. These 3 crypto bills will pass, which will be pretty huge. That's a Clarity Act, Genius Act, and Clarity Act.
We have a CME gap between 114,425 and 115,705.
So coming back down a little bit, it's not crazy.
Right.
So the USM voted to pass the Genius Act 68 to 30. And then, where's the other Genius Act? All right, we have the Genius Act. Where's the other one? Genius Act, Clarity Act, and I'm trying to find the other one. It said 3. I only thought of 2. Major cryptocurrency lobbying on July 7th to stand crypto, grassroots lobbying, Coinbase, SPY executive, passed Clarity Act. I don't know. I don't know what's the third one, Trent. I don't know what the third one is. I still only seen 2. Aims to pass 3 bills into law. Clarity Act. Genius Act. Genius Act. Is this an anti-CBDC surveillance state act? Oh, that's it. That's the third one. Okay, I had to sit there and find it. What the hell is that? Republican Representative Tom Ermer introduced the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act on March 6th, which seeks to prevent Federal Reserve, the U.S. central bank, from issuing a CBDC. Well, wasn't that like already like an executive order? Like under the pretense of concerns over Citizens Privacy Act, the act would forbid the Fed from issuing a CBDC either by itself or through a third party to prevent the Fed from using CBDC to influence monetary policy and give Congress sole authority to issue digital dollar. According to the announcement on the House Committee on Financial Services, supporting organizations include the Blockchain Association, Digital Chamber of Commerce, and a number of banking lobbyists. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Trended. Oh yeah, you figured out the other thing. Oh, you know what I was going to talk about too, Trent?
Mm-hmm.
I shared it. Did you share it too?
Yes.
You already know.
The Powell stepping down?
Well,
Potentially.
Potentially.
Right.
So, and I don't think that he himself said that. I think Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac said you should step down because you're stupid. Put Pi Cycle top of the screen, bro. 3-day accuracy, 111 MA and 352 QXMA. 3-day accuracy. Pi Cycle on top of the screen. Ask chat, yo, LOL.
Yeah, I can play that.
PS Pi Cycle is the top most important chart to me. Really? That's really interesting.
I can put it up. Yeah, Pi Cycle is the most important chart for knowing if you're at the top of the bull run for Bitcoin.
Yeah. And then, so anyways, Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac said statement from chairman of the board of Freddie Mae and Freddie Mac, William J. Pulte on Roberts. Fuck, I can't talk. On reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I'm encouraging by reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I think this will be a right direction for America, and the economy will boom. Dude, would the markets pump on the announcement of him resigning, or would they dump and then pump on who the replacement is, Trent?
No, they would rip on that announcement.
Yeah, but what if they try to put somebody worse in?
No, because the president appoints the.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when Powell's term is up, Q1 next year, Trump chooses his replacement. So if he resigns, Trump chooses his replacement early. So
Scott Bessett.
Yeah.
Guys, so if you guys like trading, I don't know if you do or you don't, or if you're interested in learning, you can find our link for BYDFi in the description. It's a pretty sweet link. If you're interested in learning, you can deposit $100 and you get an additional 60% of your money in trading volume. Now, if you really like big money trading and you really want to go ham, you can deposit $5,000 and you get $1,000 trading bonus and trading volume that you can add. And if you can't even spare the $5,000, you can only put your money in. You get your bonus and then withdraw your money, or you can use your bonus with your money. It doesn't really matter. And then from there, you just go ham and start trading. And if you use our link in the description, you get level 2 access of VIP, which will allow you to get 20% discounts on your trading fees, which adds up, man. And then on top of that, we have this bonus. That's not a bonus. We have, where are the watches, Trent? Where are you watches?
Oh, right there.
Wait, where? Oh, here they are. If you're going to scrolling through. So guys, if you complete total volume trading, you don't get AirPods, but they'll give you the equivalent of AirPods at $129. And you need 1 million trading volume right here, which isn't crazy. And I mean, like, what would you say, Trent? That's like $10,000 traded 10 times on 10x leverage.
If you trade with a $10,000 account and you trade a 10x leverage trade, that's 100,000 in volume. And then if you put in 2 5x leverage trades, that's $1 million in volume. I've literally done, like, I do $1 million trading volume often. That's not something insane.
Yeah, it's not insane.
If you're not acquainted with trading, that sounds weird to you. That sounds bizarre. Like, why do you need, if you're doing $1 million in trading volume, you're rich. Why do you need AirPods? No. It's the volume. It's with your leverage. So it's not that crazy.
Do $1 on 1,000x leverage. There's 1,000.
Yeah.
Volume.
Right.
And then we also got an iPad at $5 million trading volume. You got iPad, you get $330 of money, not the actual iPad. And then you get an iPhone 16 equivalent for $800 if you can get 20 million. And if you really get crazy, which I'm not super interested in, so I don't know how many people else are, you get a Louis Vuitton backpack equivalent value of $2,500, and that's 50 million. If you're really a high-end trader, which most of this stuff is for people who are experienced in trading,
Yeah.
Total trading volume 100 million. You could get $10,000 of equivalent of a Rolex Submariner.
I'm not gonna lie, that 100 million trading volume, that's pretty tough, especially because this event only lasts for until July 23rd. So like you got like less than 2 weeks. That's pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. That's for
Now, if you had $1
more.
million in your account,
Right. That's for, I don't want to say whales, but that's for more high volume traders for sure.
yeah, but we can all get there at some point.
Yeah.
And then I'll scroll back up in case I didn't show anybody because I didn't realize I wasn't sharing my screen. But there's the federal housing letter. If you guys didn't see it. And then if you're not, you guys should come over and follow us on X. Get those followers up. Pump it up, man. And then hit that like. Can I like my own thing? There we go. Look, guys, we liked our own video. I mean, how cool is that? That's pretty slick. So you guys should get in there, get in the chat, hit us up. We'll hit you up on X. We're on there all the time. So if you ever get bored and you want to get frisky, talk to Trent. Trent, where'd he go? I know he was asking that he wanted to look at PiCoin, and then I'm gonna have him throw up the Pi cycle chart when he gets back, Mr. William. Where is PiCoin? I thought I had PiCoin, but maybe I don't. Yes, here it is. Ooh, look at that chart on the monthly. Did it? Bottom. Did it? Bottom. Oh, frick, I forgot to share screen. Trent, did your dog throw up again? He's gone, boys. He's gone. All right. That's looking pretty close to our bottom, man. On the 4 hour. Or 1 hour. The 4 hour looked like it could go a little bit more down. Not quite bottomed yet. And there's a trigger wave on the 12 hour, which is telling me we can probably go down a little bit more. I mean, actually close a candle at 45 cents. At William, I think we consolidated for such a long time. What we've seen over the past week is simply a breakout above the all-time high. We'll see. I'm actually kind of surprised you guys haven't thrown any new coins at me that I have to add on to my chart. 12 hours kind of bearish on PiCoin. The daily, I don't know. I'd like to say I'm bullish on PiCoin, but I think that doesn't look super great. I would have to see some more data to tell me that I'm bullish on it. I mean, the 1 hour looks okay, and if the 1 hour breaks and it can scale up from there, that would be huge. Do I not have ICP saved? ICP USD. All right, where you at? Here it is. Mexi. I like to use Mexi. I try to keep everything the same. Just keeps life simple. We're gonna throw this up. Try to keep it somewhat of an order. There we go. ICP. We're gonna jump over the 1 hour. Trent, welcome back.
Hey, someone asked for a Pi cycle top.
That's what I was saying. Would you want to throw that up?
Yeah. Here we go. So, Pi cycle top. What we are looking at here right now, you cannot see it on my screen because it has not flashed. Okay, it is historically very accurate with the Bitcoin cycle tops. So if you go back to 2021,
what up, dude?
If you go back to 2021 on the weekly, the Pi cycle top flashed in April for Bitcoin at $64,000.
Give us a currency you're talking about, Mr. Yorkinson. Tell us what coin you're talking about for an entry point.
Now, Bitcoin did go up, did go on to make a slightly higher high in November of 2021, but that's the same difference. The Pi cycle top called the top of Bitcoin within like $5,000 of the top. Now it called it, you know, if you think November is the top, it called it several months early, sure. But in terms of the price, it was within $5,000. You go back to 2017, and I don't see a flash. Maybe I've got to go to a different chart. But you can see right there.
Pi cycle on. What did you put up in there, Trent? What did you type to pull that up?
Well, I went to indicators. I clicked on indicators, and then you type in Pi cycle.
Is that an actual thing? So can I use Market Cipher on it or no?
Yeah, it's a free indicator, so you can put it on top of anything. It's just the Pi cycle Bitcoin top indicator. And you can use the Pi cycle bottom indicator as well. So yeah. There you go. Hey fellas, what's the best entry now in your opinion, if any? Well, I would put we were talking about the CME gap between about 114.4 and 115.7. I would you could put a limit order somewhere in there, a limit buy order.
Is he talking about Bitcoin?
I'm going to assume because he didn't specify.
You know, what I would say is where the CME gap is probably your best bet. And that also depends when we hit it, you know. I mean, what we might come back down like a month and hit it, but we might come down in like a couple days, like maybe next week, and we might hit it at like 115. You know, it's kind of like, I always like to say, like it's like a staircase, you know. You kind of jump down. I don't have the chart up, but you know, as the chart's kind of going like, it kind of goes. I'm gonna start with my hand. Okay, my hand's right here. You know, your first level right here. Then the chart jumps up and it jumps up again. Well, how I would put limit buy orders in reverse, and then you could put like 50% right here. You could do your last 50% down here, but it might not hit it here. You know, this will be your base point, but if it doesn't come here, at least you're in profit right here. If it comes down here, at least then you can be all in. So you kind of have a staircase like method of DCAing in at the range volumes. You could also use the VRVP. VRVP, right, Trent, for the trading volume on the sides, where it tells you where most of those nodes are, where you can buy. You show them the VRVP where you can set where the gaps are at.
Yes, it's these blue and pink lines right here. So the longer it is, the more trading volume has happened at that area. So
you just call those pink?
Yeah.
Those aren't pink.
What is it?
Those are red. It's red and green. That's the standard, like candles. Guys, put in the chat if you think those candles are pink or red.
On the side?
Yeah, those are red. That's why they're red and green. Just like the regular candles. You seriously think those are pink?
Okay, Molly and I have an ongoing debate as to whether I'm partially colorblind.
There's a chance you might partially be colorblind.
Look, and I say partially because, like, obviously I know that light behind me is blue, right? I know that this hat is gray. I know that the color of my beer is yellowish, right? But hold on, let me go get Molly. I get it. Hold on.
That's supposed to be like regular green and red candles, Trent. There's no way those candles are pink. They might be at the very least crimson. It's pink for sure. Fruit and Vegas says. Calvin says, LOL, pink and blue is what I see. You guys see pink and blue? I gotta block you guys. I gotta take a look at this with my own glasses. There's no way those are pink. They're like maybe crimson red. Not sure if it's colors around it, but they have a slightly pink and blue hue to it. You know, that could be it too. They look more like a crimson red to me. And crimson is kind of like crimson's kind of like a lighter pink, like almost like a shade.
These are blue and pink. Right?
You mean green?
Yeah.
I said it was more like crimson, Molly. It's red, but it's like a lighter red. But it's almost
like they're not the color of these candles for sure.
Right. Okay. So look at the dark part of the Netflix logo.
Okay.
That's like crimson to me. And
Calvin says poor Trent, bless him.
What is it?
Calvin.
Oh.
Maybe it's just our screen.
Yeah.
It could be our monitor. Here, show them what it's. Go
It's
back
like
to
that
full
on my
screen.
phone now.
It's like that on your phone, the same way on
Same
your
color,
phone.
yeah.
Boys are typically more colorblind. That's why they're required.
Trent, show me something else that's red. Show me what color stoplights for you.
Red. Also, these candles are red.
There are no stoplights.
Clearly.
There are no stoplights in California.
Are there any of the candles on the MACD? Do any of them turn pink to you?
Yes.
Which ones?
These ones right here. It goes from red to pink.
Yeah, well, maybe. I would say they're like almost like a white red, but
Yeah.
That's so interesting, Trent. I didn't know you were colorblind. I learn something new about you every day.
I'm not.
Okay, what about the Uniswap logo? What do you see?
Uniswap? That's a pink unicorn.
Okay, well, I mean, what color do you see? Oh, I got a good one. Okay, let me take it. Okay, what color is this logo? What color is that? Oh
What
shit,
logo?
you can't see it. Okay, there. What color is this logo?
Like fuchsia.
What?
Like fuchsia. Like hot pink.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently you have selective color blindness. That's what you have.
Maybe you're colorblind.
No way. Calvin says he sees the same thing I see. What color is the Shiba logo?
Shiba is shitcoin colored.
Oh my gosh, you're hopeless.
It's the color. It's the color of poop.
Are these bubbles red or pink to you?
They're red, but they're weird.
I see a
red.
lighter red. Like this one's kind of pinkish, but it's still like a very faded red.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
we have like this ongoing debate in our chat. I haven't seen some of these people here before. Mr. Fruits and Vegas or Fruits and Vegas veggies.
Fruits and veggies. What's that?
Hey, okay, you're colorblind. I'm dyslexic. Okay, you can't shoot me. We're learning more about each other every. Fruits and veggies, thank you for showing up. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, we appreciate it. If you had some spaces in your names to separate the words, maybe this dyslexic wouldn't hit me so hard.
And MHC, thanks.
And MHC, thank you guys for showing up, man. What's MHC stand for? And fruits and veggies, are you vegetarian or vegan? Some vegans are my best friends. I used to have this vegan neighbor, and he had chickens for pets, and he used to give me a dozen eggs every other day. It was the best thing on this planet, especially the price of eggs going through the roof. Oh my gosh. Okay, where are we going? We were looking at ICP, guys. What do you think about ICP? You know what? I should take a look at Bitcoin and give my Bitcoin projection what I think we're going to have tomorrow. No, but I work with them, LOL. We really... Are you like, do you work at like, I I'll first guess most people would say farmers market, but I'm going to say like a standard grocery store. I don't know if you guys have like a Safeway or Fred Meyer's. We have Fred Meyer Groceries. That's where we're at. They have a nice produce section. I used to do produce at Costco, and I loved working the produce. It was fun. It was fun because you got to stock. What the heck did I just do? Stack a lot of boxes. Okay, we're going back to the chart. Okay, what do we think Bitcoin's going to do tomorrow? Okay, well, one, we're really high right now, but we do have a tight trigger wave on the 1 hour. The 1 hour says we're going to go up. So I would say we're definitely going to go up on the 1 hour. Now, this is where we get a little bit more tricky because the 4 hour, we have a doji candle and it says bears are in control. But the momentum wave is super high and we're coming down. So are we going to get a fake out? Now, that's entirely possible, but we're coming down. So I'm inclined to say 1 hour, we're going to trade sideways. The 4 hour, I think, going to come down. We deliver produce to restaurants and hotels. Dude, that's dope, man. Because the fruit that you get at a hotel is the finest fruit you can get. And also restaurants. Do you ever deliver to Red Robin's? Ours went out of business. It's very sad. So I'm going to say tomorrow we will be going down on the 4 hour. 12 hour. We are very close to rolling over, and it still says the bulls are in control. But this momentum wave and the Stokes and the VWAP make me feel like there's more odds of us sideways action. I would say slightly down, and I would say slightly down because the 4 hour is also leaning down. And it's the weekend, which is low liquidity. The daily, this looks more like a peak. Now, you can't say it's a peak because we don't have it rolled over on the momentum wave. Okay, we're 85 to 70, so it's technically we're still bullish, and the bulls are in control. But it just has that peakish vibe. Your Stokes are high, strength is up, you up is slightly curved down. It really depends on what the 4 and 12 hour do, which will tell us the daily. You know, if the 12 hour flips bearish, then the daily will flip bearish closely after. So that's what I'm guessing. Said I wish, haha. Do you ever get rotten produce? I know that when we had rotten produce at Costco, we'd throw it into a basket, and at the end of the day, we'd throw it down the chute. Now, I actually take it back. I think we had it in the shop. We threw some of it in a basket, and then we stuck it in the freezer, and we froze it because it was rotten, you know, and just freeze it. It's easy to get rid of like that in a giant basket. And then if it wasn't rotten, but there was like one, we would donate it to people who need food that is rotten, or almost rotten. 2 days, good. The 3 days. So, you know, Trent, I would say slight down to sideways over this, or at least going in tomorrow. What do you think? What are you thinking?
Well, yeah, everything is high. Stokes are starting to come down on the 4 hour, but I think they're going to complete that move.
Yeah. Complete hasn't come back down to like 115, maybe fill that CME gap.
Well, I don't know, but I just whenever the Stokes are bottoming, but yeah,
we see it happen, but we never buy rotten. We buy directly from farms. Restaurants and hotels want good shit. Yes, they do. That's why I told you. That's why it's the best. So you do like a third party. That's really cool. You buy from farmers, man. I respect that, dude. That's dope. Hey, so Shib. So your symbol obviously is the Shiba Inu. How much SHIB do you hold, just in token number? I'm just curious. We have this one guy in here, and he held his name is Shiba Inu, and he held a lot of freaking SHIB. And I like to tell this story. I did the Trump NFTs, and I got to have dinner. You know, at the very first one, I did the first and third one. We got to have dinner when we were at the round table, whatever, you know, sitting with 6 other guys. I was with this German guy, and he bought $2 million of Shiba Inu last bull run, and he told me that it was worth $200K. He bought $2 million of it, and it went down to $200K. I was like, oh my gosh. He kept trying to tell me how much Shiba he has. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm sure you have a good amount. And I didn't realize he had that amount at like the end of the day. I'm like, holy cow, that's crazy. But he's like, yeah, I'm holding on. It will go back up. I'm like, dude, that's crazy. You own any bone or any bone or the, where's the leash? Is it leash? 2,000, 20,000, 200,000. I gotta do this math right here. We got. No, we're gonna jump over to crypto. You can look at my bubble. I'm gonna. Trent, why did you pull yourself on the screen and disappear? No, we go over here. Let's just say you have 2 billion. 100,000, 20,000, 100, 200,000, 2 million, 20 million, 2 billion. Hey, that's a good amount of shit if I did that number right. Or maybe I didn't do it right and you have that amount, which that would be pretty immaculate. Yeah, dude, I like shit, man. I don't think they're going anywhere. I think they're doing really big things. They have almost $8 billion. I think that's a lot of money that they have to play around, and I think they're just starting to flip over here. You can see that slight peak up. I wouldn't be surprised to see a move in the next week or so up to almost 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 range. I think that's our your next move target range is right in this area. Yeah, that'd be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? Bone. Hodl. Done as well. I see major potential. Fruits and at Calvin says at fruits and veggies. At what, Calvin? What are you saying to fruits and veggies? SHIB ready to rock it, dude. Let's pull up SHIB on the chart, man. I haven't looked at SHIB in a long time. I really like looking at things that I don't check out very often. It gets me excited, man. It gets me excited to see people new in here. 1 hour. SHIB. Oh, I keep calling you SHIB. Fruits and veggies. I know I just asked you, but I'm going to ask you again because I didn't get a response. YouTube is a pain sometimes. So if you do want to support us, you got to hit the like and subscribe. But even if you didn't, I'm here for you guys, and I'll still look at any coin you guys ever wanted. But don't forget, I probably will always bother you. Yeah, I don't need super chats. I just need to be loved. All right, we got on the 1 hour, we have an anchor trigger wave on SHIB, okay? So this is telling me we are pumping, and not just are we pumping, is that we have a 16 on the DBSI, and also the bears lost control as the bulls were gaining control. We also had a doji candle for a sign of a trend reversal, and it looks like it's breaking out on the 1 hour. Now, before we confirm that, check out the 4 hour. The 4 hour is not in control. So I'm going to take a guess and say we are going to pump up a little more than this, maybe even up to right here. I could say we're going to pump up to right in this range, which is like 2-3 more candles, and then the 4 hour might roll over on us. So we're still coming down the 4 hour angle, the 21 on the DBSI. We're saying the bulls are bears are in control. Okay, so we might get a fake out, come back up right here, not close above our previous candle, and then come back down, which would be really mean of them to do, but that is looking like they want. In the 12 hour, we do have a red dot on the 12 hour, the momentum wave, which is also saying we might take a little bit of a breather. Now, I wouldn't say we fall crazy low. I mean, the lowest you're probably looking is like 12.36 range. The daily is getting a little hot. 2-day is looking bullish still looking bullish. So we have to hope the 12 hour and the daily figure out what the hell they want to do. But this is a clear sign of a reversal, which is probably what we're looking at. It will probably come up, bounce down like we're thinking on the 4 hour to daily 12 hour, and then we'll probably jump back up to, I can't even see right now space. Yeah, we'll probably jump up to this range right in here, you know, right, but you're right. Oop, right in this range right here. I can see it's jumping up to 15. 15 is also a good psychological level to figure out if we're going to break through it. Giga double bottom. Giga double bottom. Did I? You do kind of have a little bit of a double bottom. You have a little bit of a double bottom. You know what also might end up happening too is, Trent, where are you at? He's still gone? Maybe we'll get a shoulder and a head. And then if we drop down right here, we get another shoulder. So we get a head and shoulder pattern. I don't know if you can see that. Because we cool out, that would be sweet. And then that would actually give us a projected move, you know, bottom of the cup. that plays out, we could have a projected move of right in that range I've originally said is like 15. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, Shib. Let's freaking go. Freaking Yorkson, what's up, man? Fruits and veggies are super popular. Oh, now he says fruits in Vegas. He's saying fruits in Vegas. I got him messed up, or he's got me messed up. Trent, what the hell did you go? Okay, we're getting ready to wrap it up, guys. I don't know where Trent's at, but we might just end it. You know, it might just happen. Now today, as my beer, I brought in a Noli Imperial Squatch right here. It's actually a really tasty beer. I don't know if you guys can tell what it is. It's like I live out in Seattle. We're known for our Bigfoot sightings. It says, I like to read like the little font on the side of the can, but it doesn't really have too much. It says, born and raised in Spokane, USA, brewed with history, hops, and heart. NollyBrewhouse.com. Pretty good, man. It's a pretty good beer. I like it a lot. I give it like a 7. No, we're going to give it high. We're going to give it 8.2. I rate it 8.2. But anyways, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, fruits and veggies. And then, if you're interested in that trade, check out our links. We have a Blowfin link, I forgot to mention, and we have a BYDFi link, which are both great trading platforms. You get a little bit better bonus if you use our BYDFi. And thank you for showing up today. I'm Trent. You have any last words? You want to sign us off?
Thanks for being part of the most hydrated community.
You're muted.
No, I'm not. Thanks for being part of the most hydrated community on YouTube. Cheers.
Cheers.